Welcome back, Gumball fans! We all know that Gumball has the ability to control reality. He can go Super Saiyan, make his wildest dreams come true, and use some of the most powerful Doom Force out there. Yet somehow, even he's forced to bow down to the powers of his mom, Nicole Watterson. Yes, while other cartoon moms bake cookies every episode, Nicole Watterson is out there breaking the sound barrier, lifting cars like it's nothing, conquering worlds, and she still manages to make it home in time for dinner. Today, we're gonna see just how strong Nicole Watterson actually is. Nicole's power at just 1% strength is straight up super strength. We see it in The Fight, where she casually walks into Mr. Rex's warehouse. I mean, isn't he like 100 times her size?
Mr. Rex. Hi, Mr. Rex. We need to talk about your daughter.
But she doesn't even flinch. She absolutely beats the living hell out of him. And that's just the beginning. At the same level of power, Nicole is capable of taking over entire civilizations. In The Choices, we watch her wondering about different versions of her life based on who she might have ended up with. And honestly, most of them are either weird, controlling, or ending in total disaster. But in one universe where she stays single, Nicole literally conquers the planet as a half-robot. And this is where things start to get interesting. When her children are in danger, she literally turns into a superwoman. In The Mothers, when her kids are in trouble, Nicole doesn't just get mad, she goes into full-on superhero mode.
This.
Her mom's instincts kick in and she destroys everything in her path and punches someone so hard it breaks a ramp and sends the poor guy straight into a wall, like a human dart. And sure, her super strength is wild, but that's not even the craziest part. In the episode The Fury, we also see Nicole breaking the sound barrier. That's right, when the traffic is completely jammed and the kids are running late, what do you expect Nicole to do in this situation? Whatever you think is probably wrong. She casually steps out of the car and just starts smashing through every car in front of her like she's in real-life bumper cars.
Hey, are you crazy, you dumb?
I know our insurance crazy. People are just trying to get to work, and Nicole's out here clearing lanes like she's playing Subway Surfers. After clearing the road, she runs so fast that she literally breaks the sound barrier. And guess what? That is just 5% of her real power. Look out, Blue Hedgehog. Here comes the blue cat. What's even crazier is in the episode The Choices. Nicole casually uses a butterfly as a springboard to leap over an entire crowd. And she doesn't even leave a scratch on the butterfly. It just flies away like it was honored to help her out. Beyond this, Nicole starts to evolve into things we've never seen before. In the episode The Authority, when Granny JoJo shows up and starts criticizing Nicole's parenting, things start to heat up. And Nicole gets so mad that she literally snaps and transforms into a demon for just a second, but enough to show she's leveling up in a whole new way. And it turns out, Nicole doesn't need to shout or argue to shut you up for good. Her eyes are alone enough. It's one of Nicole's most savage displays of silent power. Nicole's conqueror hockey confirmed. The Wattersons are out grocery shopping, and as usual, Gumball, Darwin, and Anais won't stop begging for sweets. They even break down into full-on tears just to get what they want. Nicole, already tense from financial stress and their non-stop whining, tries to stay composed. But when Richard tries to man up and challenge her authority, that's the final straw. Nicole doesn't yell. She doesn't even say a word. She just turns around and stares right into Richard's already frightful soul. It causes the entire shelf of groceries to collapse, sending cans and boxes flying like they were hit by a shockwave. It's one of the best examples of how Nicole doesn't need to yell to be scary. Her presence alone is enough to clear paths and make entire crowds get out of her way. But now we're at 30%, and this level unlocks a ton of Nicole's powers. It all starts with a normal family shopping trip again. And by normal, I mean Gumball, Darwin, and Richard nagging her nonstop for candy like their lives depend on it. After the kids and Richard try as many tricks as they can to get candy from Nicole, she finally snaps. And this time, she doesn't just stare. Her eyes start glowing with this intense, demonic yellow. Her teeth turn into fangs, and she grows claws like she's in the middle of a Ben 10 alien evolution. She sinks the entire mall into darkness like she summoned the apocalypse just because her family wouldn't stop bugging her. Shelves are flying, people are screaming, and Nicole has officially entered beast mode. And what makes it funny, but kinda sad too, is that right before it all happened, she actually tried to chill out with a free massage. Like, she gave herself a chance at peace, but it didn't work. So now she's raging through the store, knocking everything over, and then mall security rolls up, thinking he's got it under control. Poor guy tases her, and it works for about half a second until Nicole just absorbs the electricity like it's a snack. She grabs him by the collar, looks him dead in the eyes, and the guy just goes 70 years into the future. Seriously, she stared him right into retirement. That taser might have been able to drop a bear, but Nicole leveled up through it. This isn't just mom's rage anymore. It's a supernatural meltdown. Now at 50% power, she straight up transforms into the Hulk. In the episode The Money, the Wattersons lose all their cash and everything is falling apart. Nicole, who's been carrying the weight of the entire family on her shoulders, finally cracks under the pressure. But instead of breaking down, she transforms. Literally. Her jaws square up, her posture shifts, and the air around her just screams, "Don't mess with me." Her presence alone makes everyone around her back off. Nobody knows whether to run or start apologizing for everything they've ever done wrong. That's when Richard uses his most lethal weapon against Nicole, his undeniable charm. See, only Richard is capable of calming her down using his goofy, jolly fatness.
We're broke. No, wait.
Nicole even turns into an unexplainable entity in the episode The Castle. She leaves the house for some time and the boys are left home alone, with Richard in charge. Let's be honest, it's already a recipe for disaster. Naturally, while she's gone, Richard ends up letting a bunch of random people into the house, and instead of telling them to leave, he's way too polite. So polite, in fact, that these strangers start moving in. By the time Nicole gets home, you can already see it on her face. She knows they've messed things up. When she goes inside and sees chaos, someone makes the huge mistake of disrespecting Nicole. And if you think that's gonna be scary, you're right. Nicole turns into a merciless killing machine. In the episode The Pizza, when everything in Elmore starts falling apart and society basically crumbles, Nicole steps up to protect her family because she's just that girl. Some wannabe criminals pull up thinking they can take Nicole on, but that doesn't happen. Nicole doesn't even break a sweat. She absolutely destroys them. And one guy didn't even get touched. She just blew a gust of air at him and he was out cold. She's casually out here pulling anime-level moves, hitting them with Naruto-style wind attacks like it's nothing. It's a fact that if Nicole ever decided to take over Elmore, there wouldn't be a single person who could stop her. And here we reach 100% power level. Nicole's absolute best. Her ultimate transformation. Full anime mode. But before we get into what this version of Nicole can actually do, it helps to rewind a little and understand how she even got there. Back when she was a kid, Nicole trained in karate alongside her best friend, Yuki Yoshida. They were practically inseparable, sparring partners, teammates, and a dynamic duo who trained under Yuki's father. Individually, they were powerful, but together, they were unstoppable. That is, until everything changed, and they had to face each other in the final round of Elmore's big karate tournament. You see, Yuki had the edge. She was technically better, more refined, and had better moves. But Nicole had something stronger. She had heart. Her will pushed her to the limit. They both fought to their best, but in the end, Nicole came out on top. But the victory came at a huge cost. Yuki felt humiliated and betrayed and returned to Japan in disgrace, swearing she'd one day come back and beat Nicole to reclaim her honor. Nicole, on the other hand, was shattered, not because of the win, but because she'd lost her best friend. From that day forward, she vowed never to fight again. Fast forward to the present, Yuki's back, and she wants revenge. At first, she tries silly little tricks to provoke Nicole, but when that doesn't work, she plays dirty using her family's influence to threaten Nicole's job in her home. And that's the line you never want to cross. Nicole and Yuki meet at the school gym for their final battle. Their appearances have now transformed to match a full-on anime fight. The duel kicks off instantly. They move so fast that their punches are invisible to the human eye. Blow for blow, they're dead even. Until Yuki fires off a Kamehameha-style energy attack, straight out of Goku's book. But Nicole's ready. She throws up an energy shield, then counters with blasts of her own. It's a full-on beam war in the school gym. Eventually, Nicole lands a devastating final blow that takes Yuki down. But instead of finishing her off, Nicole offers her something more powerful than a punch: forgiveness. Unfortunately, Yuki isn't ready to let it go. She makes one last desperate attack that ends up collapsing the roof, trapping their kids. And in that moment, the two moms finally unite. Together, they use their combined strength to save their children. The fight ends not with victory, but with reconciliation. They hug it out, and after all those years, become friends again. Nicole's anime form had it all: super strength, super speed, glowing eyes, energy control, and literal Dragon Ball Z-style blasts. It's safe to say Nicole Watterson isn't like anyone else in the world of Elmore. She stands apart. She is stronger, smarter, and more respected than anyone around her. Out of all the chaos and craziness that happens in their world, she's the one everyone fears. And for good reason. Her strength doesn't just protect her family, it holds everything together. And the thing is, that kind of strength isn't handed out. It's earned. And once you've earned it like Nicole has, you never lose it. Nicole Watterson is, without a shadow of a doubt, the most unstoppable mom in cartoon history. If you stayed till the end, like this video, subscribe to our channel, and click the bell icon so you never miss out on any of our future updates.